Good afternoon, Mumbai. Uh, all right, so lovely introduction. So as we are talking about generative AI, I would like to go back to a couple of years back, actually precisely over 34 years back, and see a video, and then we talk after that.
A picture may no longer be worth 1,000 words. These days, the picture that the camera takes may well not be the picture that we end up seeing in newspapers and magazines. Technology makes it difficult, maybe even impossible, to tell what's real and what's not. Recently, the issue of altering photographs came up when Playboy added its logo to a picture of Rosanna Arquette without her knowledge or her approval. And then there was a huge publicity outcry last year when TV Guide tacked Oprah Winfrey's head onto Anne Margaret.
The video actually was from 1990. It's today's show, and where the Photoshop was introduced as a new tool. The Photoshop came in 1987. I was like 8 years old that time. And the way that was introduced in the US market, it sounds very similar to today we are talking. Like really very similar, almost like uncanny type similar, the same language, same kind of thought process goes there. And so what we are seeing today is again another revolution time where we talk the same thing. But so that's why I would like you guys to think of generative AI like a HMI, human machine interface. And why I say that? Because in this case, we are actually dealing with machine. Machine is the generative AI, and we human actually driving them. We are controlling them, not the other way around. What we want the machine to be doing, that what we expect if we are controlling it, right? So the machine is the AI algorithm, and the tools are basically the interface that we are actually, interfacing it. And the creator, like artists, like me, or any kind of creator that is coming in, that actually determine the output, what the machine will do. So it's all about the human, what we want the machine, and how the machine will perform. It will be all depend on who is other side of it, and working with the machine to get it delivered. So I want to play like a little blind test here. There are 3 characters here. And I would like you guys to kind of identify what is what. And I'm not going to tell, I will of course reveal that. And they're all portrayed, they're all different age of male. And it is actually human, machine, and human involved. So that's the one, your extreme left, which is painted on canvas. This one, and the middle one, it's actually a photograph of a human being, real photograph with a DSLR. And the third one is a completely synthetic generative AI, custom data model. And this one, as you can tell, this is actually a painted, but at a black and white when it was showing, I don't think so that people would really understand that. So that's a human and the machine working in tandem. So this one, the extreme right one, that has the data set from this left one. And that's how it is empowered. So human painted data set going into the model and empowering that. So last year, we had an experiment in Germany, in Hamburg. We set out to create a kind of a project that this generative AI is coming, and we knew that it's coming. So how this kind of synthetic human, if you call it, or the human that is actually looks like, feels like human, but they are not human, they are from data. How people will actually relate to them, how empathic that would be. So we did a project called Not a Photograph, and then we asked people, can they relate? And the feedback was fascinating, because these all characters, 22 of them, they all come from Hamburg, all across the like society, and they are not like a model, like a just a good-looking person, but they like a daily people, And people could relate. People could say, like, okay, it's like my father could be, my mother could be, my girlfriend, whoever. And so to show that power of that, this is called progression of empathy. And we have this idea that you just prompt the machine and the machine delivers something to you. That's not the case. You can actually build that. You can build a stepwise. So this is a character that looks pretty good as a photograph, pretty good. It's GenAI, custom GenAI, but he's a bit harsh. Then you have the second. You can see it's got a little bit toned down. The empathy is being built. It's more empathic. And then you get this third one. He is really empathic, and he has the emotion. But it's not the machine that came up with. It's the human behind the machine who actually work with the machine in order to get that. So that's the process we're talking about. And then we're talking about a photo shot with a custom GenAI where you can have one photo shot and you have multiple ethnicity from the one. So this is like an Indian lady could be. And this is the same shot. Somebody looks like an Asian or different at least. And then somebody totally different in the third shot, but from the same shot. So you can try to understand, getting it, that it's very diverse. And again, it's a human that's driving that to build that kind of data set and kind of the process the machine can deliver this. And then, just to put it in perspective, back to the same one, just guess how much pixel it can have. It's not just a JPEG that you download from Midjourney or DALL-E or whatnot. This has 128,000 pixels in it. You can blow it up to a point like 20 meter, 30 meter. It won't break. It's not a JPEG. It's a very high resolution image, actually like a human, but again, he doesn't exist. He's built based on data. So moving on, this same technology can be used in motion picture or the movies. And so next clip, it's one of the greatest movie ever made by Satyajit Ray, Pothir Pachali. And it was that time in 1950s, it was shot in 4:3 square pixel and didn't have the dolly because the dolly was not a really thing. So I added a dolly effect, and now it's completely transformed 16:9. So you can reshoot it without spending a dime on going to a set. And this was fully recreated and regenerated. And then it can be also used in advertising, still and, of course, in motion. So this is, guess what? This is, of course, fully synthesis. She doesn't exist, but she exists in a different way. So I just give you how it is. So it will save you money. It will save you a lot of time and effort. And this is actually the original inspiration. She is real. She is very much real. So I go back again. OK, the go back doesn't work, but it doesn't matter. So that one was based on this one, and she is real. She is a human being, and she is the inspiration for that. So let's talk about deepfake. We all know the deepfake exists, but this is called building emotion in motion. And this character is not a deepfake. It's based on, again, a custom data model. And so she has all kinds of emotion you can think of. She will be able to deliver like a real human being. But she's not real. And just to demonstrate that, she started moving. And she can blink. So one more thing. Introducing a project, and that's a very futuristic concept and never been done before, but we hope to get it done, called Sylvan Symphony. That's my really a project that it's very close to my heart, and that I will be live painting on a stage, and then symphony orchestra will play, and then my own data set that what I'm painting, that will paint along with me in a canvas, and then the whole canvas will be filled with a machine painted and me painted, and the orchestra will play for the audience. So it's like a symphony of machine, human at the highest level, and it's a live orchestra. So to demonstrate that, I will play the next clip. Let's watch. I hope here. The surprise is, the symphony you just heard, that was actually Carsten Gundermeyer, my partner. He is a master symphony, he's a master composer. He crafted that actually using Meta audio craft. So that's the AI too. So when it will be played by the real orchestra, real symphony on the stage. But this is actually crafted the same thing by the AI, with the help of course, a human being behind that. And Carsten actually wrote like 5 symphonies, and he's very famous. So you have to have that kind of knowledge in order to actually work with the data to build something that incredibly amazing. So that's the data set I was talking about. So you saw me painting, and this is the AI model. Out of those painting, the AI can paint. And this is not painted by me. This is painted by AI. So based on my data that you have just experienced, right? So this is a kind of thing that will blend into unified. So the machine coming with the highest level of creativity and painting along with the artist himself. So yeah. Oh, that's it. Thank you. And I'm sorry, that guy doesn't look like Steve Jobs. It's a Steve Jobs quote. But that's actually me, but not me. That's my photograph synthesized and also my data set. And that's what kind of inspiration of the talk. So why I put this there? Just to show that what you can build. You can build, you can imagine whatever you like to. But the human is the center of that creativity. If human is not there, machine cannot do the human job. Machine is as good as the human driving that machine. Thank you.
Thank you, Arup, for the wonderful session. Would you like to take a question or two?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? So you have to wear this to see if anybody's asking.
Yeah. Yeah. So, any question?
Yeah, so Arup is here today and tomorrow. If anybody wants to connect with him, learn more about...
Somebody on the back?
If you can have the mic, please, at the back. Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, my name is Vasanthi Hari Prakash. Fascinating conversation. I'm a founder of Pickle Jar. I'm a podcaster. I had this question about the deep fake when you said that it's not a deep fake.
Yeah.
How does an untrained eye, somebody like me who's not an artist, know the difference between what isn't deep fake and therefore, you see, in the context of artists and creators who find themselves in the midst of their likeness being created, and actors have gone to court over this.
Yeah.
How do you sort of, any hacks for us to make out the difference?
I think that it's a fantastic question, by the way.
Thank you.
I think the point is that that's why we are here, right? So the point is we need to get educated, right? When the internet came, we all thought the internet will lose, take our job and we'll lose our jobs. And here we are actually embracing it. And not only embracing, there are millions and millions of lives being changed and changed for good, right? And so this is more we know, more we talk about it, more we understand that. Means that I'm always saying the genie is out of bottle. I mean, it's not going back. So there will be people doing bad things with this too. But all we have to do, we have to learn that it exists, and also we have to really educate ourselves. The industry, normal people, everybody. More we educate, more we understand that how it works, and then we'll be able to differentiate. And also the movies will be built later on, going forward 5 years down the line, will have character fully synthesis. But then the studio will have kind of responsibility to declare that this character doesn't exist, it's a virtual character. Like, Mickey Mouse. We like the character, right? We like all the Disney's character. But although they are basically fictional and virtual. So this is where we will go next 5 to 10 years. There will be character, there will be actually interplay between machine and the human, and we will get used to it. But the most important part that we need to know what is what, and the media houses and the corporates, everybody need to be very transparent with it. And this transparency brings the trust. And then we shouldn't have any problem.
Any more questions?
Any more questions?
We have
Yep.
2 more. We have time. We can take another question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So I'm Prasiddhi.
Yeah.
I'm 11 years old.
Right.
I'm the founder of Prasiddhi Forest Foundation. I've planted 130,000 trees. and I'm
Congratulations.
Thank you
Wow.
so much. And I'm Prime Minister National Child Awardee. So my question is, because I believe that visual storytelling through AI, as you mentioned in your
Yeah.
really amazing talk, is a very powerful tool. So how do you think we as youths can leverage it to protect our planet?
Oh, fantastic question. And last year, I think we should take you to Germany, and one conference particular this year coming in Berlin.
Subsidiary body meeting?
No, this is no. This is the Europe largest environmental student organization. They do this annual conference. That's a amazing platform for you. You should talk to me after that. And so I was there last year, and I actually did a workshop with generative AI, right? So there were like 150 participants, and they were tasked to freely paint something, whatever it is their mind, and on a piece of paper with a watercolor or crayon, whatever. So then live data, I took the painting, digitalized, and next day, we together with the participant and me together, we build a model, and we actually produce amazing large-scale watercolor. And that was the last year, the best workshop from them. And it is the largest in Europe. So lots of kids and the university students, they came to protect the forest. And they really loved it because they could play a part with the technology. And then talking about, I was giving an example, we were in a Maximilian University in Munich, where actually this model was built. What we're talking about is called diffusion model. So one professor team in Maximilian University in Munich worked on that. They are one of the main pillar of diffusion model that I'm working on. And so from the window we could see the trees. And so the inspiration was look at around and paint whatever you like. And then it will transform into the walls of really large scale forest, and we did that, and it was fascinating. So people can learn. I mean, you don't need to necessarily need to be an artist in order to do that. Everybody can take part of it, but you need to, again, you need to be inspired, and then, next thing comes that your inspiration could inspire me or someone else, right? So it's a collaborative process. And the generative AI is very, very good at it because it gives you everybody that some kind of same platform to play with. So whatever your level is doesn't matter, and you can still take part.
For more content on tech and leadership, subscribe to NASSCOM YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.